Hello viewers, welcome to our channel. Today my topic is SOLAS, and in this session I'll try to focus on the up to chapter 7. We know in SOLAS altogether we are having 17 chapters. So in my first session of a lecture I'll try to discuss the contents chapter wise up to 7. So let's go on the with me to find out what all things are there in the chapter wise. First of all, SOLAS means it guides seafarers how to save life at sea at any situation. It contains total 17 chapters. Chapter 1, general provisions are there. It has 3 parts. Part A, application, definitions, exceptions, and part B, it says about the surveys and certificate. It consists of inspection and the survey, surveys of the passenger ship, surveys of the life-saving appliances and other equipment of the cargo ship, surveys of the radio installation of the cargo ships, surveys of the structure machinery, and equipment of cargo ship, maintenance of condition after survey, issue of endorsement of the certification, and issue of endorsement of the certifications of another government, duration and validity of the certificates, forms of certificates and records of the equipment, availability of the certificates, acceptance of the certificates, qualification of the certificates, control, privilege, and under part C will come to know about that casualties. Now, in the next chapter, chapter 2.1, we'll come to know about ship's construction, structure, subdivisions, and stability. It contains 12 parts basically. This chapter is based on the 12 parts. Basically, this chapter is based on the LSA code, that means life-saving appliances code. Now, under chapter 2-2, here we'll come to know about ship's system of fire protection, fire detection, and fire extinction. You know that ship is a very precious and important machinery, and human lives are there. So we have to protect each and everybody, as well as the human persons and the human things being and the machinery against fire hazard. So some system will be there. It contains total 7 parts. This chapter follows FSS code, that means fire safety system code generally. Now chapter 3, here we'll find the life-saving appliances and arrangement. It contains part A, B and C, and under part B it has section 1 to 4, and this is based on fully LSA code. So yes, to save our life at sea, some life-saving appliances should be there, and what all things should be there as per guidelines of the IMO. Here we'll come to know. You know that lot of things are there that can save our life, but that should be suitable to save our life at sea for every seafarer. So this is one of the important chapter. Next, chapter 4. Here we'll come to know about that radio communication system. It contains 3 parts, and it says about ship's radio communication system totally from installation to survey under life-saving appliances code. You know, the ship has to sail at a deep sea, and our communication system is totally based on the satellite system. So all these radio communication system, and in the old time that this satellite system was there but not so very well equipped. Now the vessel has having the GMDS system and lot of satellite communication systems are there. So when we open this chapter, you will come to know the rules and regulations, everything on communication part. Next, chapter 5. This is one of the important chapter, this navigation. I will say that navigation is an important thing. Without navigation, the vessel cannot run. And if you do not know the rules and regulations about navigations, the vessel may collide or may drown. So we do not want any untoward incident due to lack of these navigation rules and regulations. So we have to go through this chapter to know the rules and regulations regarding all the navigation. It states everything about navigation system, about instrument and surveys, etc. Next, chapter 6. Here, basically, we'll come to know about the carriage of cargoes and the oil fuels. Yes, ship is meant for to carry cargo, transport cargo, and to discharge cargo. And the cargo should be maybe solid, liquid, and gaseous. So here we'll find about the carriage of cargoes and the oil fuels. Yes, we have to sometimes carry oil fuel also. So in this chapter, it contains 3 parts, and it says about solid cargoes, storage and security, and also about MSDM. What is MSDS? MSDS means material safety data sets. So when the charterers or somebody that mainly the associated with the vessel's cargo, so they have to produce, they have to supply these images regarding that cargoes, about safety features and everything. And it also describes about carriage of grains. Okay, here cargo should be as per IMSBC, that means International Maritime Solid Bulk Cargoes Code. So this is also one of the important chapter because without knowing that cargo properties and the storage system, the density of the cargo and how much space it will occupy, you cannot load the cargo on vessel in safe mode, and some disastrous thing may possible if you are not following all these rules and regulations. So my last chapter in this session is chapter 7. Here they will find carriage of dangerous goods. Yes, sometimes we have to carry load, cargo, transport about that dangerous good. It has, in this chapter, it has 5 parts. In part A, we'll find the carriage of dangerous goods in package form. Yes, and in part A1, we'll come to know about the carriage of dangerous goods in solid form in bulk. In part B, construction of the equipment of the ships carrying dangerous liquid chemicals in bulk. And under part C, we'll come to know construction of the equipment of ships carrying liquefied gases in bulk. This cargo should comply as per IMDG code. What is IMDG code? International Maritime Dangerous Goods Code. Because the every ship, whenever they want to carry this dangerous good, that should be comes under this code. If some products are not under this code, then you are not, you won't allow nobody. I cannot carry this cargo. So yes, before loading dangerous goods, I have to see in this code book whether this is permissible or not. So this session I want to stop it now because in this next session, I'll come back to you from chapter 8 to the rest of the chapters. So I do hope that you people have enjoyed this session. Thank you, viewers. Very soon, I'll come back to you on the next session.